A word of advice for anybody trying to be an entrepreneur. Well, here's the deal. Never quit. That's the one thing about it. So if you're a type of person who does one thing and then jumps to the other thing and quits that and quits that, you have to actually develop a sense of, I need to stick to what I'm doing no matter what. Failure. You have to stick to it. And also sometimes the path is not very clear. It's not. So you have to prepare yourself for all types of different things. Being versatile is always key. I not only am an artist, but also I teach. I also perform with other people. So I have to learn how to actually get along with other people. I have to learn how to be a follower sometimes, not always a leader. My name is Leon Jordan, and I am a musician. Professional musician, so I specialize in brass. So I have a trumpet here, I have a trombone. So usually I do a combination of teaching, I do performances, I'm an artist as well. So basically a jack of all trades. When I started playing music, well, music was always around me when I was younger. I have a father who plays drums. I have an uncle who also plays drums. So usually you think I would probably gravitate towards drums. Well, I sucked at it. So I picked up the trumpet in elementary school, in which I really wanted to play saxophone. They gave me a trumpet and they told me, okay, Leon, try this trumpet, and if you like it, then you'll play it in the band. So basically I took it home, I played it, and I had a natural ability to get a sound. I got a really nice sound in like the first week or so. Then I was encouraged by my father to continue playing the trumpet, and I started liking it in band. In love with music. Basically, the style of music that I specialize in is called jazz. So basically, growing up, I used to go to bars and festivals with my father, and at the time when I was younger, it was something to do. But what really inspired me to play jazz was I heard a trumpet player named Nicholas Payton, I heard Miles Davis, I heard Louis Armstrong. These are like famous trumpet players. What I liked about these trumpet players was the conviction they had on the instrument. So it really gravitated towards what I do. I really like to be aggressive. I grew up playing football, I was into basketball, karate. So those are aggressive sports. So trumpet was something that was natural in that same kind of vein. So when I was younger, I had a work ethic. What I would do is I would listen to my favorite trumpet players, and I would try to learn everything they were doing back then. May not be technically, but mainly their approach. I would try to emulate what I heard. So when I was younger, I had no problems with work ethic and actually studying the history of jazz or trumpet. And also I was competitive, so basically when I wanted to be the best in my class. Usually I had a lot of awards when I was younger, and I took pride in winning awards. I had an ambition to make records, so I started making records when I was like 17, 18. I started recording songs. I was really inspired by what I heard from the past generations.
And also with private teachers. He performs professionally and has been receiving praise from prominent musicians and the media. He was awarded top honors throughout high school for his section playing and soloing, and he participated in state and regional competitions. In 2004, he was awarded the prestigious Marian Anderson Award. His extensive experience at such a young age has afforded him the opportunity to share the stage with such luminaries as Clark Terry, Nicholas Payton, Terrell Stafford, and Tim Warfield. Leon Jordan Jr.
Am I ever afraid doing what I do? Yes. I think being afraid to fail is natural. Sometimes when you're used to being the best in a certain area, if you encounter a bunch of people who are great, it can be a little bit intimidating. I admit, sometimes I meet horn players who are like my heroes, and I'm on stage with them. I have to remember, okay, Leon, this is you, this is them, and sometimes they might be better than me, and that's just the way of life. That's in every field. There's gonna be people who are better than you, but you have to remember that you bring things to the table that they don't, and you have to also find your own niche. Being a black entrepreneur, you always look at certain people as models to craft your game after. So as I get older, I learn to do things my own way, and that takes time. That takes a lot of maturity, and a lot of times that takes a lot of building yourself up and actually tearing things down to reinvent yourself. You reinvent yourself over and over and over. That's how you stay fresh, and that's how you stay relevant in business and as an artist. Being a black entrepreneur, well, to me, it's about having a certain level of excellence. I feel like being a black person, a lot of times we have to do things a little bit unorthodox. Sometimes it's not a straight path for us. What I learned, a lot of times I grew up in an environment which I was around a lot of different cultures. So as a musician, I did feel a little bit more pressure because they expect you to be a certain level because we are naturally artistic. So basically, when I was younger, letting my black culture down was really important to me. I didn't want to let anyone down in terms of being, usually if I'm in a big band, it would be all white kids. So I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to stand out being black. So a word of advice for anybody trying to be an entrepreneur. Along with other people, I have to learn how to be a follower sometimes, not always a leader. That's really hard for young people. A lot of times young people think being successful is always being a leader. But sometimes you're going to be around a bunch of leaders. So you have to learn how to get along with a bunch of leaders. So that's really a thing I can give for young people, because I encounter that. When you're young, you're hard-headed. Actually, I wrote a song called Hard-Headed. So I know all about it. So a lot of times when you're younger, you make a lot of mistakes and you think you know everything. But you can realize even as you get older, you don't know everything. So that's another thing. Being humble is always a good thing. And confidence is confidence. I mean, it's just confidence. It doesn't mean being arrogant. Arrogant and confidence are not the same thing. So that's a thing I can tell young people to remember. Final thoughts. So if you want to be an entrepreneur in whatever field you do, you have to really love it. You have to really enjoy what you do, because it's not necessarily a 9-to-5. If you love it, it's a career. So that's my final thoughts about that.
Cool. Well done.
Leon Jordan Jr. and I am the Black Boss. My name's Leon Jordan and I'm a trumpet player. Musician. Let me do that again. One more time. Do it again. You said. Yeah, I can't. I have my friend. What you doing?
Did you record? It's all filler shots.
Oh, okay.